Leanne, good to see you.
Hi.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to go in the next room, and the judge and the court reporter are already here, and we'll prove up your divorce. Okay?
Okay.
Let's go.
Thanks.
Leanne, this is Judge John Marshall. This is Leanne Fitzhugh.
Hello.
Please be seated.
Thank you.
Please raise your right hand. You do solemnly swear the testimony you shall give in the matter now pending before this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, I do.
Very well.
Is your name Leanne Fitzhugh Olson?
Yes.
And are you married to Stephen Charles Olson?
Yes.
And before we filed this petition for divorce, had you lived in Texas for at least 6 months and in this county for at least 90 days?
Yes.
Were you all married on or about January 1st of 1999 and ceased to live together as husband and wife on or about May 1 of 2007?
Yes.
Has the marriage become insupportable because of discord or conflict of personalities between you and your husband?
Yes.
Has that destroyed the legitimate ends of the marriage relationship?
Yes.
Is there any reasonable expectation of reconciliation? Now, y'all have 2 children, is that correct?
Yes.
And they are Stephen Charles Olson Jr. and Stephanie Charlotte Olson, is that correct?
Correct.
Are there any other children born or adopted of this relationship?
No.
Are you now pregnant?
No.
Have you and your husband entered into an agreement for the terms of this divorce?
Yes.
Do you believe the provisions regarding division of the community property estate are a just and right division?
Yes.
Do you believe the provisions regarding the children are in the best interest of the children?
Yes.
Now, you're also asking the judge to restore your maiden name to you, is that correct?
Yes.
And that name is Lee Ann Fitzhugh, is that correct?
Yes.
And Lee is L-E-I-G-H, Ann has an E on the end, and Fitzhugh, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you asking for this change of name in order to avoid criminal prosecution?
No.
Are you asking for the change of name in order to avoid creditors?
No.
And are you familiar with your husband's signature?
Yes.
Is that his signature on the last page of the decree where it
Yes.
purports to be his signature?
Yes.
You need to wait till I finish the question. Okay. Is that his signature on the last page of the decree where it purports to be his signature?
Yes.
Last witness.
Ms. Olson, let me ask you, have you had an opportunity to discuss the various aspects of this with Mr. Davis?
Yes.
And has he answered your questions to your satisfaction?
Yes.
And do you have any questions you would like to ask the court as to any aspect of this?
No.
Very well. Have you been satisfied with the representation given you by Mr. Davis and his firm in this matter?
Yes.
Very well. The court finds that the marriage has become insupportable due to discord or conflict of personalities that destroy the legitimate ends of the marriage relationship, and that there is no reasonable expectation of reconciliation. The court further finds that the agreement as to the children is in the best interest of the children, and that the agreement as to the division of the property is right and just as between the parties. The court further finds that it is the best interest of the petitioner that her name be restored to Lee Ann Fitzhugh, and the divorce is granted per the form of decree submitted to the court, and your name is restored henceforth as to Lee Ann Fitzhugh.
Thank you.
The divorce is granted per the form of decree submitted to the court, and the record is closed.
All right, you're divorced, and you'll leave here with a copy of the divorce decree with the judge's signature on it, and you also have an extra copy that you can give to your ex if you want to. If you don't want to, don't worry about it. The court's going to mail one to him. I'm also going to send another copy to the court, and they're going to have to me to the clerk, and they're going to certify the copy. They'll mail that back to me, and then I mail it to you, and you can take that to the Driver's License Bureau and the Social Security Administration to prove that your name has changed. I'm also going to send you an email later on today or tomorrow, and it's going to remind you that you need to change the beneficiary designation on your life insurance and change your will if you have one. I'm also going to put you in contact with some professionals I've worked with before, such as a life insurance agent and a wills and estates lawyer. And if you don't mind, I'll also give your information to them. And then you can follow up with them in terms of actually getting your beneficiary designation changed. There will also be a link in the email to a part of my website that I'm going to ask you to follow to give me some feedback on the sort of job you thought I did and whether you're pleased with representation. All right? Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Good luck to you.
Thank